Thanks for joining me today for Weights on the Mat. We don't have one video of doing weights down on the floor, and we've had a number of requests. But since this is the first one, we're going to start very simple. You'll need a mat and your weights. If you are not down to the floor yet, continue to practice. This can be done on your bed. And those of you that are able to get on the floor, keep doing that to maintain that skill. It's a great level of fitness. So grab your weights and mat, and let's challenge our brains and body and mix it up a little bit and get started. Hopefully you have your mat and your weights handy. Since we haven't done weights on the floor in any of our videos, we're going to make this just a nice, easy one. And if you want more, you can get back to me in our emails or in the comments below. So let's get started. We're going to have our back on the mat, and we're going to center ourselves and bend our knees to protect our lower back, because the first one's just going to be a little warm up for your arms. We're going to grab the weights at our side and lift them overhead. Now, I want you to pull your elbows right into your ribs and brush them as you touch them on the floor, because we're warming up the biceps, the triceps. So all you do is reaching to the ceiling and touching your sides and pulling them down. This kind of opens the chest, works the biceps and triceps, upper back. And take your time. This time I want you to squeeze the shoulders back a little bit and press your elbows into the mat. And lift up and squeeze. Approximately 10 or more. No more than 30, as you know. We're here to get strong, not rip the muscles. Last one. Good. I simply want you to set your weights on your hip bones. And we're going to flatten our feet, and we're just going to do a nice little bridge up and roll down one vertebrae at a time. The extra weights on your hips will help strengthen them. One vertebrae at a time. And up. Good. Now we're going to continue and just try to go a little higher and add a squeeze of the glutes and hold it a second before we roll down. Great for the lower back as well. Squeeze those glutes. I even feel it in the front of my legs, my quads. Let's hold it a little bit and down. Just two more. And up, squeeze those glutes, push a little higher on this last one. And come down, deep breath. Let's lift our weights overhead, and we're going to do some simple flies out to the shoulders. But I do not want the hands to touch the floor. So you should feel like you're making a U. And they're about even with your breastbone. And up. You're looking strong. Now, if you need to take a break, just take a break, right? Now we're going to drop our elbows down to open our chest a little more, but still not the hands. So we still have like a little bit of a U, opening that chest. And after this, give me one more. Excellent. We're putting them back on our hips, but this time we're going to do a little more strengthening if you can. If not, just repeat the bridges. Well, we're going to try one leg lift, and up and slowly down. That's putting more exertion on that hip that's pushing up. Many people have asked me for how to strengthen those hips to ward off osteopenia or osteoporosis. This is a good one. Just don't overdo it. One more. Excellent. Take a deep breath. And let's change legs. And push up through that foot and down. Oh, I can feel this one is a little weaker than my other leg. Could that be my hip surgery hip? Yes. So I still have some work to do, as we all do. And up. And one more. And up. And down. Good. And we're going to take our weights and we're going to lift them up again. Now, I want you to think about your elbows being glued to this spot. Take them back just a little bit and glue them there. Because we're going to do triceps, overhead triceps. And the key here is to make sure you're not swinging them like this. I want you to make those elbows stationary. That way you'll get the biggest benefit. And back. And up. Oh, my arms are shaking. These are good. I'll need to do more of these this week. But always leave a day of rest between your workouts for weights. Or do upper body one day, lower body the next. And up. Just two more. One more. Excellent. Up and pull them into your sides. Let's set our weights down a second. Just do a full body stretch. It always feels so good. Arms overhead where it's comfortable. Point those toes now. All right. We're going to roll to our side. And I want you to relax on your arm. Bend your knees. They can be in front of you in a comfortable position. And I want you to straighten that front leg and set it in line with your body. This leg that's bent can be forward a little bit, but this one I want in line with your body. Set the weight on your outer thigh or your abductor, and we're going to flex the top foot and lift it. Not too far up, I'd say just about 10 inches. What we're doing is strengthening that hip. Now, if you choose to use both weights, you can certainly do that. Working on that abductor and adductor, the side of your thighs, helps for keeping knee pain away, helps for side movement, which will help your balance. Hey, have we done 10? I kind of lost track. Last one. Good. Now we're going to bend that and let it meet the other leg. And they can be wherever you're comfortable. I prefer you not to crank your neck up here. Try to stay just rested. We're going to take that weight straight in front of us. And we're going to give it a gentle lift. Not past our shoulder level, maybe just a couple inches, but we're not going way up here because we're concentrating on a deltoid lift, even with your shoulders. Very well. Now we're going to add an element to it. We're going to lift, pull it to our ribs, stretch it out, and bring it down. And up, squeeze it back, and forward. Remember, Any move becomes painful, you stop. For instance, you can do this without the weight. The weight of your arm will give you the benefit, right? And up and out. Last one. Up, in, and out. Nicely done. Good. Take a deep breath. We're going to grab our weights and flip over to the other side. Again, stretch out on your arm and get comfortable. Knees are relaxed in front. You're going to straighten this top leg and pull it back in line with the rest of your body. You're going to flex your foot on top and put the weight on top and slowly lift it and set it down. And lift it. And remember, if you need more intensity, you can use both weights. If you need less intensity, don't do any weights. You're still using the weight of your leg to strengthen that hip, the abductor, the adductor. Let's talk about that a minute. Abductor is the outside. Adductor is the inside, which doesn't seem important until we start talking about knee health and balance and side movement. Just give me 2 more. And give me 1 more. Nicely done. Now, bring both legs together and just stretch that arm out in front of you. A deltoid lift, just about even with your shoulders or just a little bit past. And I definitely feel this in my front deltoid. Now we're going to start the pull in to our ribs, push. Oh, this makes me think of opening a door toward me and pushing it shut. I'm sure we've all been surprised when we've gone to open a door that just is not greased and may be catching, so we need some strength in that arm. Last one. Great. Deep breath. Now we're going to do one without the weight since we're down here anyways. This will be great for the lower back. So you're going to roll to your stomach and simply rest your chin on your hands. Very easy. Lift one leg and hold it. Oh, other leg. Does that feel good for my low back? And back to the first leg. Head can be either right on your hands, or if it's more comfortable to turn it to the side, that's good as well. Last 2. Strengthening the glutes, lower back. Excellent. And since we're here, let's go back to your child pose. I say that because some people can go all the way back. Some can just go here. And it doesn't matter. You'll get a good stretch as long as you feel a stretch. Some people can sit right back on their heels. Mine aren't going yet today, but later today I'll be looser. But you do you. Go where it's comfortable. Very good. We're going to grab those weights again and return to our back so we can get a little bit of pectoral strength and chest strength. helping our posture. Arms are up. Just pull those arms out to the side. Meet them on top. This always feels powerful. And up. And back. Just 2 more. 1 more. Very well. Now we're going to sit up and go to our knees. A little trick I want you to know about, if your knees are sensitive, you can either put a pillow down or take your mat and roll it up, right? And then set your knees on there. Because we're going to do biceps just on our knees. So I'm just doing simple and biceps. Good. Most used muscle in our arm. And up. And slow it down on the way down right now. And lift it up. And slow it down. And lift it up. And slow it down. And lift it up. And slow it down. And up. And slow it down. And lift it up. Good. Another thing, moving around on the floor does take some core work, some arm strength. As you can see here, I'm still building mine from after my surgery, but it's good to keep trying to go down to the floor and do a workout if you can, even if you need a chair to get down. We are just going to take this deltoid and stretch it across. Just a little windshield wiper to get circulation. Other deltoid across. And just windshield wiper. Hey, 2/5. Let's straighten up and grow that spine. Nice. Oh, tricep stretch. And lift it up. Good. Oh, pinch those shoulders up. And other tricep. If we don't stretch these back out, they could knot up and give us pain later today. And we don't want that at all. And stretch up. Palms out, fingers down. Bring it down. Keep flexed hands. And stretch those biceps. Good. Let's go. Round our legs and just stretch that spine. Take a deep breath. And good for you, continuing to find new ways to do things to challenge your body and giving this a try. Be strong, and here's to feeling good. Thanks for joining me.